conversation with us after I do a little presentation. So, welcome everybody. I did figure out last night that my sound system worked fine after I came off the live, so I'm not sure exactly what was going on there. All I can assume is that while on the live, somehow it muted my ability to hear conversations that were going on. So apologies for that. I'm learning still. So, all right, so let's go. So let's first start with me sharing the screen, and let's go to the website in order so that we can have a look at what we have going on here now. So again, when you're on and you go to ReferLife, anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for coming. And let's hope that this is informative and helps sort out ways for people to utilize the system before we get into talking about the product a little bit more. So by utilizing your referral link with your username on it, this is going to be the best way for people to manage their personal accounts and log in, share, and everything. Everything now can be done from your referlife.org/?ref equal your username, and you go to your account, you have all your details on the top. So now on the website, the shop, share, and manage is this account, is this website, it's this page. This is where you can log into your back office. You can shop. You can send people to your referral link and they can click the shop in order to purchase, and everything goes through you without any issue. The products and training support goes to the new ReferLife.com website. Now, this is the site where this is where somebody would get the absolute most information about everything and anything. That is the app, that's about ReferLife, the support, any of the training, the videos, etc. That would all be on this part of the web portal and web access. So for the start at the end, first off, all our sites will convert to languages quite easily. So in this case, you want to go to whatever language, French, it will convert everything that is not an image into French. So even the text on the banners convert, everything converts to the associated language. The videos, of course, will be in English. So that means that the sites are available to be shared on a global scale, and whatever language it is in, people will be able to get the basic core message through the translator. So let's flip back to the English. So let's go through the links to start with. On the home link, you've got access to both home pages, the shop and share and the company and product site. This is the company and product site. The other one is the shop and share. The about us, about the science. So on the science page, people here can actually get into some of the source information that highlights the different information on the app, on water, detoxing, all the different things that are associated with what we're dealing with here for the body or for the science of things. Here we go. So that is the science testimonials, and this is the testimonials page that will grow. So you will find it will be expanding as more things are added to it, but it is there and available. FAQs always being added to in a way to have a way to circumvent questions, of course. And so on the product side, right now, we only have the biophotonic charger. I was in discussion today, and hopefully over the course of the next little while, we'll be introducing the collar. The man we need is away on vacation, but in the short period of time that should follow his return, hopefully we'll have that sorted out. These collars are going to help a lot when it comes to being able to do large volume and being able to basically service people in a much better way. On the training link now, you're going to have the first thing is our H302 newsletter. Now, if you haven't seen this, this is something I find really useful when it comes to introducing people to the product and what it does, because it literally is like a newsletter that has clips and bits and pieces of everything that somebody would want to know. First thing that we start is with some good titles. We know this about the biophotonic charger, and it's an introduction. It's the best in wellness, and it's naturally in you. So, blood is water, water is life. These are things that, trigger people to understand. We're not dealing with anything that isn't already part of who you are. What we are dealing with is structured, energized water to bring the ultimate natural wellness protocol for all humans, animals, and plants, and more to people. Here's a little message directly from me just to warm people up into the fact that you need to watch and learn about this information. And then we go down the left-hand side into the shocking truth about the water. We've got the biophotonic man, and hopefully you've all seen that. And our videos are in place. We've got a little video that shows the app actually working, just to show people how it actually structures a presentation. Down below, our guarantee, and coming down the opposite side, we've got below me some case studies, professional input, customer results and testimonials, and basically just some introduction to the affiliate training and how to use the app, purchase, add to home screen. Those are also available there, making it easier for people to have access to all the information and content that they need to put their app in place. We've got our monthly plan, our annual plan laid out here in the options. A little inspiration for all. And of course, we've got our live Zoom meetings and how to access them there. Additionally, somebody wants to purchase that product, they can simply click the order now button. That order will go directly through you, and it will credit you accordingly. So that piece of literature can also be converted to any language in order to make it so that available to anyone around the world. So along with the training on there, we've got the product videos, additional testimonial videos, which are still part of what was there, but we put them on a special videos only page. Excuse me. Our how-to videos and our recorded webinars are added as we go along. In the partners section, we first highlight the different types of partners that are probably perfect for the business and the opportunity. We highlight the economics, talking about the financial aspects of this, with even some scenarios for how the commission pays out, how when you refer one, refer three, and one of yours refer one, yours is basically free. Or you refer two who refer two each, and yours is free. Just simple little things to highlight the fact that there's ways for you to cover your costs by simply helping us to share the message, spread the news, and be rewarded along the way. So again, now we got the shop and log in, so it gives people the ability to log in or shop from there. And as we said, on the support section, you have the ability to find and access support through WhatsApp, by scanning the QR code or clicking the link. And the live Zoom support is the one that says on air. You can use this to also come to the live Zoom sessions when they're in play. Just come here, click it, it will take you right there. So if you go back to the Shop and Share site, additionally, you will find as we go to the bottom that you have access to support here, WhatsApp and Zoom. Also, just click and go. We are promoting the 3-glass 3-day challenge all the time, and we're going to look to really start kicking that up as we do more of these live events through Facebook. Try to build a community, a bit of a following. Start advertising to people who are specifically about frequencies, specifically about water, in order to start going to the people who will get this the quickest and understand what this is all about. Back to the ReferLife.org page. This is where most of your activity starts from. And from here, you will see we've got a little introduction to the business, the site, the product, everything here. And then you can access through these links each of what we were just showing to, plus the sales page. So here it will take you to, just like we just came from, the ReferLife.com site. If we click here, it will take you to the newsletter, like here, as we just were. And additionally, we have access to the sales page. So if you are the kind of person who just wants to send somebody where they get strictly just the information on the app on its own, as if it's a sales page, they can go through that and order at any time. So all three are excellent ways to promote, but what we've done is we've given options because different people would like to use different things and have their different ways of going about sharing and what they want to share. So the options are there. Additionally, people can just come here, click this, and order from you directly, as long as you're on your referral link. So that, in a nutshell, is the navigation of the site now. We've done, not completely finished, but all of the links that are here are all now linked to take you to a sale and credit you with the sale. I believe there's one spot I still have to have the programmers tweak on, but other than that, going back and forth, not a problem at all. So with that said, hopefully that will help to get people to understand the navigation a little bit easier and be able to find things like how to access the support. And even this Learn link goes to what I feel is one of the most valuable pieces, which is the newsletter. So if you wanted to just send somebody to your site and say, click on Learn when you open up the menu, that's as easy as it would be in order to send somebody to your newsletter page. And from there, they could actually make their purchases and learn everything they need to know. So let's move on from that and bring me back to you. Let me stop the share. So with that said, and just for the final thing with what's going on, by the end of the week, as far as I'm concerned, I believe that anything that I was waiting for that had an imperative impact on me or our ability to conduct our business will be finished, and I believe it will be uploaded before the weekend, and I can actually wipe my brow and say, let's go, even though we're good to go now. So let's talk a little bit now about the benefits of the actual product itself. You know, last night we did have pretty good, informative meeting, and I'm working to take a lot of that content and put it into a video that would be able to be used additionally for marketing. But I really felt like the way that the content, the information was dispelled through yesterday's was really good. So I'd like to put it to use for us all. So, talking about some of the benefits, the core benefits that we've been experiences and people have been sharing. And at the end of our little chat today, or especially my little chat, we want to open it up and really hear how people are really feeling in regards to their experiences. I know I've got quite a bit to say in regards to how my body is responding. And we hope to hear from a lot of you additionally, especially people who we haven't heard from before. It'd be great. So, when it comes to, let's say, the physical benefits that we're hoping to hear about, and we've been getting information about, people are saying that they have deeper, more complete hydration at the cellular level. We can all feel the difference. It's wonderful. Yesterday at my shop, I had some really cool people in, and I was able to, for the first time, I actually doused their face with the water. I mean, had them wet with the water. And the reason being was that for some reason, something told me that as I looked at them, that they could really use it. So I did them both, and it was amazing because they both turned around, and as they were there, they could literally feel the hydration, the it's sucking into their skin, and they were paying so much attention to it that as the time went on, they were the husband says, "Mine's gone." Mine's gone. It's soaked right in. And the wife goes, mine too. This is amazing. Anyway, it's wonderful when you're able to get people's responses for something like hydration through the skin and have it be so impressive. So the fact that we get increased energy and vitality, we can drink and be more alive, we can spray and be more alive throughout the day and wipe out that afternoon sluggishness that we feel. We get faster recovery from exercise and exertion, running, whatever it is that we do, because everything is in tune. There's less interference, and all our faculties are responding faster, better, and quicker for recovery. We get improved immune system functions and stronger resilience from the different things. I don't feel like I've had nothing more than a sniffle throughout this whole up and down weather season that we've been going through. So, better sleep quality and more restful recovery, waking up refreshed. And for people who are using the bottles underneath the bed or around the bed, I'm sure that you notice the difference when it's time to change the water, because we do find that the sleep is not as good, is not as strong when the energy in the water goes down. Um, Clearer skin and healthier appearance, because everybody wants to look better. And imagine consuming water, having it show on the outside, spraying it on the outside, and having it hydrate in, pumping up your cells, making you feel better, look better all the way around. Reduced inflammation and joint discomfort. Myself, I don't know what's going on. I go up, I go down. Sometimes I have a really sore hip. So today I did a really good job of spraying around the hip area, and I could literally almost feel that discomfort going down. And this is all result from my car accident a lot of decades ago. And so I do still have that residual stuff. And to be honest, if it wasn't for frequency, I don't know where I would be right now, to be honest, because I do feel that I would have probably been chewing on a lot of Percocet, pain pills of who knows what kind, maybe even having to be on an operating table. But it is frequency that has kept me from the demise that I would have been going through. And now, with the consumption of the frequencies in the water, it's elevating everything to a better standard of functionality and less pain. Um, yes, so it is a great thing to know you can feel the benefits on the physical side. So, and what about the mental and the emotional benefits that people might find along the way? Well, we've definitely had people talk about their mental clarity and how the spraying, drinking allows the confusion to be lifted, the fog to be lifted, and more clarity to come through when it comes to things you're trying to create. You're going to be more creative. When it comes to focus on trying to study something, you're going to have a better ability to tune in, focus. I want to test this out really good. My wife is she's working right now to study for her, believe this or not, I'm going to say it out loud. You might as well know. My wife graduated to become a pharmacist. Can you believe that? Mike Butler has a wife who is going to be a pharmacist. So right now she is going to be working through the Canadian system to try to reach to do the exams that will elevate her to be able to go through that process here. But I'm trying to get her to really start drinking and spraying so that the old mind can retain that information that she's studying so she can have an easier path to passing the exam. So, enhanced mental clarity and focus is a big thing. Improved mood and emotional resilience. And this here, I think, really comes into play for people who are depressed, kids who are affected by Wi-Fi, and people who are affected by Wi-Fi, because it's well now known now that this changes you. It changes your mood. It changes how you feel, how you think, your ability to think. And so being able to neutralize this EMF can bring more stability. By activating more cellular activity, it can bring more mental stability and mood stability, emotional stability. It's like anything else. Every time we can connect more of the dots, we're going to have a stronger functioning system. We're going to have better response systems throughout our abilities to think, act, and do. So we've spoken about the reduced brain fat, brain fog, the mental fatigue that people are dealing with. Those are all interconnected. You'll get a greater sense of presence and awareness. You'll just feel like you belong more within your body, within your being. And that just happens because you've neutralized so much of the negativity that would influence your being. So by neutralizing all that, you're going to be able to be more in your own self. And that's, if anything, we could love to share and teach with people, because I believe a lot of the people who are online with us are people who are, in essence, living in the moment, living in the day. They're working to take care of their needs on a daily basis. Because the further you live out of your present, I believe the more issues you have every day. If you try to live too far into the future, it's going to create issues in your day. If you try and focus too much on your past, it's going to create issues in your day. So if it's at all possible to live in the moment, be in the present, then by all means, I think people can find their way a lot easier. Improved memory and cognitive function. I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier in regards to being able to study and retain information so much easier, so much better, and be able to recall that information when you need it better. So all these things are going to be very powerful to students who are trying to learn in a totally environmentally polluted electronic and environment that we live in. And so um, once we start to get this information out and people start to understand how this impacts their every single day, whether they're awake or whether they're asleep, this is going to turn around and become a very, very influential product to people as a whole. You'll get a deeper sense of well-being and a deeper sense of peace. And again, it's just an extension of what we were already talking about with your mood and how you feel, because you can just feel and be better within yourself. When it comes to your lifestyle benefits and things that you might find improving there, because this works with any beverage, anytime, anywhere, it means that there's no complicated protocols or equipment needed. It's all in your cell phone and your little spray bottle. And between the two, you've got the power of 37 frequencies and biophotons in your hands every single day. When you use it, you get immediate transfer of energy to your water, to your liquids, and noticeable results in those liquids and noticeable results within your body. So it's affordable. It's accessible to everyone. All you need is internet and the cell phone, and you can share it with your family and friends and reduce your costs and help them, everyone, to live a healthier, stronger, and better life. So, with all of the benefits that this presents to us, these are the people now who are the ones we feel are going to benefit and be able to take this to the world and use it to their advantage. So if we're looking at, we started last night talking about some of these people, and for some of us, you're all busy professionals. You do what you do every day, and you know how you live your life. And for hopefully most of you, you've all now come to the point where you don't get that afternoon sluggish feeling, and you've got that vitality to take you through your day. But for those people who are busy and they do have that afternoon energy crash, the brain fog, and the difficulty maintaining their focus through their day, this is perfect because by charging everything from their morning water or coffee and getting their day started and doing a spray or another drink through the day, this is going to keep them away from those unhealthy energy drinks. They're going to be sustained, they're going to be energized, and they're going to be able to go through their day. And at the end of the day, they don't necessarily have to just head for the couch, right? So they're going to be more productive, more creative, and they're going to be more present in their work environment and in their overall relationships as a whole, because why not? You feel better, you are better. And for people who are of the athletic nature or a fitness enthusiast, well, we know that dehydration, it limits your performance. There's no doubt about it. And recovery takes longer, and your muscles don't respond optimally when they are hydrated. So charge your water. It's absorbed more completely, more effectively, and it goes through to the cellular level. And your muscles get hydrated, and the recovery is accelerated, and your performance improves. The frequencies within the water will absolutely make you stronger. It will make you faster. It will give you better balance, stamina, everything that you need as an athlete or as a fitness enthusiast. If you want to test this out, simply go ahead and exhaust yourself with whatever it is you figure is your favorite exercise, and then come and drink some of the water or spray some of the water and then go back and do it again. We promise you that you will do more and you will do better. So you achieve your fitness goals faster, you will feel stronger, you recover better, you perform more close to your peak when you consume this water. Flush out the negative energies, the EMF that's within your system, and watch the power you have. Take your cell phone out of your pocket and off your body when you're working out and watch the power that you have. So if you do a combination of a couple of things, take off the cell phone, get it away from your body, about 3 feet away from your body while you're working out, and then drink and spray the water and watch the difference, and you will be shocked at how much more stamina, endurance, and power that you actually have. This is always one of my favorites now that I have grandkids, and it's the fact that parents need to take care of their families. Kids are the most vulnerable to the EMF. They are developing their brains, their systems, and imagine if we put up roadblocks within their developmental states and statuses as they're going through. Can you imagine the potential to harm that child's ability to actually develop properly, learn properly, and grow properly if he's being interfered with? We're not even talking about the fact of, we don't know what kind of nutrition is going into their body. Even from the time they were in the womb, they're being influenced by whatever mom does, whatever she eats, whatever she breathes, whatever she drinks. So with this, we would be literally eliminating so many things from that child's negative influences through mom. If mom was drinking the water, and from the time that child was born, it started drinking that water. Imagine what kind of human beings we could grow if their formula was energized and structured. The milk, the formula is energized and structured. My God, what an amazing future we look towards if we could get everybody on board to understand what this means to take care of our family, to take care of ourselves, to take care of our kids to that level. So your family will be healthier, happier. People would be able to even communicate at a different level. They'd be more connected. Everybody could be more alive, living a healthier, happier life. What a thought. What a concept. But here's the part that really kind of baffles me. This is so easy. This is so easy to do. Well, and it's not the cost anymore. I don't care what anybody says. $200 a year to have this type of a product working, doing what I was just describing for my grandkids or for your grandkids or anybody's kids or a family is nothing in the big picture of things when you look at what it brings to your life. There's nothing, no comparison to the fact that it's $200 a year and you can drink all the water from it that you possibly could want to or need to. It's amazing. So now we're talking about us. We are the wellness seekers. We're the people. We've tried everything. We've done the supplements. We exercise. We meditate. We've got all the latest gadgets that are there. I've got them here, there, and everywhere. I've been collecting them for years. And I can tell you, every single one of them works, but none of them have done for me what drinking structured, energized water has done. It's amazing. So the proper hydration deep into the cells, everything that I eat, I'm spraying. I'm eating frequencies. I'm drinking frequencies. I'm spraying in my mouth, in my eyes, in my nose. I'm bombarded by frequencies and biophotons. My entire wellness journey has been accelerated. I feel the benefits, and I know you all do too, if you've got the app working for you. So it is amazing how we are empowered now to take care of ourselves. When somebody tells me that she feels that my body functions at such a high level that I do not need to necessarily take vitamins, I had to shock myself and go, really? Is that possible? And I understand the concept of what that means, but I'm still going to take some vitamins because even though my body's working that well, I want it to continue working that well. If it doesn't need it, it can let them out, but I might not take as many, but I'll still be taking it. So, when it comes now to somebody who's just a social enthusiast, this is interesting because this means that this app is, even if you're more concerned about the wine that you're drinking or your cocktails or other beverages, this will work for you also. So, because what you're dealing with here is the fact that when you use the app on your wine or on your alcohol, it's going to neutralize some of that negativity. It's going to make it taste better. It's going to make it softer, smoother, and it's going to take away the next day effects and the inflammatory response that your body might have to it. So, especially with the fact that with the alcohols, just a sip of the alcohol will send your pH crashing and turn your body acidic. So when you're neutralizing and using the app of it, that will be less of an effect on your body through the alcohol. So charge your wine or your cocktails, the frequencies smooth out and reduce the inflammatory response, help your body to process the beverage more easily, and you can enjoy social occasions without the guilt or the physical consequences. And GJ had a very good story for how, with her condition and situation, I'm always calling to you, GJ, but with your story about Christmas and how you were able to spray some foods that you normally wouldn't eat and was able to enjoy it without the physical consequences. That's very good proof for us as far as the capabilities of what this is doing for people. For people who are professionals in their fields, the holistic health practitioners, recommending hydration to clients, but knowing most water is compromised must be tough because if you don't know, we're now sharing with you the fact that you can tell people to drink as much water as they want, but if it isn't the right kind of water, it's not doing the job. Now you have a tool that actually delivers on the promise of hydration. You can confidently recommend the Biophotonic Charger app to your clients and know that the results that they will get will enhance your practice, your reputation, and make your clients feel better and healthier. Better results for you means better business for you. So everything is helping to structure and provide for anyone who utilizes it a better overall life. So, with that said, let's chat. Your mics can be unmuted. Feel free to interact, and I will go to the questions to see and comments to see what has been posted.
Hmm. Hello, Mike.
So,
A couple of weeks
hold
ago,
on. Oh, all of a sudden, I have no microphone again. Let me see if it's just my volume down. Go,
hello, Mike.
Bestie.
Can you hear me?
No, I absolutely have a problem with my microphone, with my speaker here when I'm on Zoom for some reason. I don't know. Okay, can you type it in, Zesty? I'm sorry, Bestie. I am sorry. I don't know what's going on. So, let me go to the question. What happens to microwaved uh, radiated water and food when exposed to the biophotonic charge frequencies? Thank you for the question. So the question is, what happens to microwaved items and water and food when exposed to the biophotonic charged water? That answer is something that we are going to take to Ian, and we're going to invite Ian back. I believe it's the middle of February. And at that time, I will ask him in the meantime, but that's a question for Ian. And it's a very good question. What I have been doing is if I do use my microwave, I absolutely spray my food with the biophotonic water before I eat it. That's the one thing I am definitely doing if I happen to use the microwave. So we tested using dowsing one cell phone next to the body, weakened it immediately, then tested a different cell phone with the app, and the same person was dramatically stronger. Yes, I agree with that statement. I did the same thing this week with a gentleman that had come to town. And it was amazing the difference because he was weak when he was using his cell phone. And I gave him my cell phone, and it was as if he didn't have a cell phone at all. So, yes, dramatic differences, and it's a great thing to know. Oh, this is interesting. So GJ, she sprayed the back of her phone to help her handle the phone, and it absolutely helped. And you know what? That absolutely makes sense that it would absolutely work. Why wouldn't it work? Because you're almost encasing, you're putting a blockage up of those frequencies, and it probably sticks onto the cell like it sticks onto my floor at the shop. Because again, after I did the sprays on the floor in the four areas and came back to the shop on Monday, it was as if it was still Friday, and it was basically 30, 12, 20, 30, almost 72 hours later. So I absolutely think that's a great idea. Spray the back of the phone, and it should absolutely help to keep that energy there. Um, let's see. Using the biophotonic charger enables you to have the best relationship you could ever imagine with your cell phone. It certainly does. All of a sudden, your cell phone can be your friend rather than your foe. So, can we get a simple diagram and instruction using the spray bottle and the bottles for the bed vortex experience? I will be happy to create a diagram. Would you like a diagram or would you like a video or both? Either way, I will get you either or both. So that's a great idea. Does this help? What is this? Not sure what that does, but hang on. Okay, now I don't know what that was, but it's messing up my screen. So I don't want to close the program. Hold on, folks. Okay, so we're good. So let's see. Um, what supplements and how many confirm with the unified field your answers by dowsing? I'm sorry, Paula, I'm not understanding that statement or question. What supplements and how many confirm with the unified field your answers by dowsing? Okay. GJ has says that microwave changes the physics of the food. The spray helps, but you cannot bring it up to 100%. Thanks, GJ. So Vesti says, a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned that water charging would be available for large-scale agriculture applications. Any update on such applications? Vesti, I was just speaking about that, I believe, right before you came on, and I said that over the course of the next few weeks, I'll have more information on that. The person that I'm looking to deal with is away. But we're set up to have some of those available for distribution in the next little while. Soon as we do, you people will be the first to know about it by all means. Yes, that helps, Christine. If you can share that with everybody. So one, two, three, four. Yes, if you can, if you've got the ability to share that with everybody, and I will absolutely create something and have it available in the um on the website. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now, again, I really am very confused in regards to what's happening with my speaker and why when I go on to this, all of a sudden it stops working because I was listening to YouTube video right before the call. And now it's given me, things just seem to want to give you a challenge. Okay. There is now such thing as good or safe microwave. There is. It destroys all nutrients. There is now such thing as good or safe microwave. It destroys all nutrients and enzymes, leaving you with dead and dangerous food. Okay. So, Paula, I'm still confused with your statement. Are you saying that there is now such a thing as a good or safe microwave, or is there no such thing as a
No
good
such thing.
microwave?
No such thing.
Because I think you're trying to say the latter, which is there is no such thing as a good or safe microwave, if I'm not mistaken.
No such thing.
I can't hear you. Yeah, that's what I thought. No such thing as a good microwave. Agreed. Yes, but sometimes, we do what we do because we have no other options, and it's just one of those things. Um, but so we try, as we say, to circumvent as many of these things as possible in order to create a safer environment for us. But it is what it is. We do the
I'll,
best. So,
I'll give you an
as I
example of
say to
what
the
the
people I deal with, I would rather be doing as many things as possible to neutralize, negate, wipe out, cleanse, and do all the things that you want to do while you're putting in the goodness that your body needs. And so, um, with that said, if it's going to be, it's up to us to take care of it. He
if you
cannot hear us. Oh,
if you actually
yes, I
water a
can
plant
hear
for
you for
five
some
days.
reason. Okay, so I'm sorry again for the fact that I can't hear you, but if you do have any more questions or comments before I call it a meeting, put them into the chat. I'm happy to stay and follow up with it. But otherwise, we can consider this another meeting closed and look forward to hearing more in the future. Okay. If if it stopped transmitting, I would suggest you log into referlife.org again and hit the link to download it back to your phone and see if that resolves the issue. If it does not resolve the issue, which it should, the first thing that I would do after that is I would go in and clean your browser history. By cleaning your browser, and this is for everybody, to keep your app running and functioning smoothly, I do recommend you go in and you clean your browser history, especially for the one that you utilize to download the app, because that's the one that's running on the app and it's hooked up to the app.referlife website. So cleaning your browser history on a regular would be a good way to keep the app running smoothly. Does the charging principle include the use of scalar waves? There are polishing waves, sound waves that are in behind the music that's playing. And so it is helping to tune the energy within the water and coming off the phone. Yes. If you water a plant with microwave water for days, you will kill the plant. And no kidding. I would believe that sincerely. I can't imagine microwave water and a plant having anything in common. It's like putting a fish in chlorine in tap water. Not good.
What the hell do
There's
you
no
think
good
it's for?
outcome.
Good Lord.
Can't hear you, Paula, but some flashlights have colors. Is it possible to use the app through part of the flashlight or only use the white light? Only use the white light, please. I believe that it's the most natural one that you're able to access. And is this something new where cell phones comes with different colored flashlight things now? Well, I've never heard of it, but yeah. I'm old, so I probably haven't heard of a lot of these new things. So, all right. With that said, if there are no more, I appreciate you all. And no, no tests have been done using copper containers. It would be an interesting add-on to see the results of what happened when you started to combine something like copper with the energy and the water, and if it would absorb the copper. As I wouldn't mind seeing my hair going black again from that type of an effect, because I know that when I was doing, a friend of mine makes a concoction of colloidal silver, colloidal zinc, and colloidal copper. And I can tell you while I was taking that, the gray was disappearing out of my hair at a nice rate. I think I need to get some of that back into me again. But no, if somebody does have a or test with a copper container, you can come back and let us know what you found out. Love to hear. Anything. It's just like this right now. We're experimenting with so many different things, GJ spraying the back of her phone. Uh, has other people, if you're sitting in an office chair, have you been spraying your seat in the formula that creates the vortex? I had a customer come into the store the other day, and he asked me what it was that we were doing, because like I said, I have leased out my water distribution part of the business. So this is a water distribution company. I said, I'm still doing water, but it's this water. And I just held up my little spray bottle. He says, what's that? So I got out of my chair and I showed him how I sprayed my chair in the four spots, created that vortex on my chair. And then I said, sit in it and let me know what you think or what you feel. Well, I sat him in that chair and he did not get out of that chair for about 15 minutes. He sat there and he zoned out. He went, I don't know where he went, but he didn't move. He didn't blink. He just sat there. And I literally had to kind of shock him out of it by making noise to get him up. And then I asked him what he felt. He says, man, I don't know what it was, but it was not anything that I've been used to because he said he was at peace. He felt I, I'll make I did make a recording of what he said and I will put it on the website. But it was his response. It was the way he sat there that I literally had to sit there and just watch him because I never expected him to not move for that long. So you're waiting and you're waiting and you're going, snap out of it, snap out of it. But he was in a trance and he was in the moment enjoying everything that he was feeling. So I suggest that you try it. Especially, you're going to sit down for a few hours and work or watch TV or something like that. Spray the cushion. Use the diagram that Christine posted there in the group chat, and we'll get an additional diagram up for you all soon with the water, and I'll even do the jug sizes and all that stuff for you so that you can see what I'm doing, and we'll get you all set up so we can get more of this activity into our lives and more protection around us and our families. So, use the conference for my chair so I can be on this call. I spray my chair so I can be on this call. Amen. All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for being here. Like I said, appreciate y'all, and we're gonna have a lot of fun here moving forward. Thank you. And we'll see you. I'll be back here tomorrow night again also. Tomorrow night, it's gonna be I believe we're doing the compensation plan. Oh, so if you've all gone through the email from this morning, you can give some credit to a couple of the people that are on this call here today, because what we've done is we've now have basically a retail level, which we call the 30 and the 10%. We've got a trainer level and we've got a manager level. So you will not find me talking compensation much in the future. If people want to know about the compensation plan, I believe it's straightforward enough and simple enough when I've got it all documented so that you can understand it. You're just going to hear me talking about the fact that you can make your 30%, $60 for every sale that you make, and you get rewarded when your people make sales. My focus will be the product, the product, the product. So with that said, again, thank y'all for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you'd like to join me, I'll be here.